Maranta Leuconeura, commonly known as the prayer plant, is one of the most fascinating and dynamic houseplants you can bring into your home. What makes it truly special is not just its beautiful patterned leaves, but the way those leaves actually move. During the day, they spread open to absorb light, and at night, they slowly fold upward, as if in prayer. This natural rhythm gives the plant a living, almost expressive quality that few other houseplants have. Because of this movement, many people feel a stronger connection to their Maranta compared to other plants. It doesn't feel static, it feels responsive, almost interactive. However, that same responsiveness also means it reacts quickly when something is not right. Unlike tougher plants that tolerate neglect, Maranta shows stress almost immediately. You may notice brown tips, curling leaves, fading colors, or drooping stems. These signals can feel frustrating at first, especially for beginners, because the plant seems sensitive and demanding. But here's the important part: Maranta is not difficult, it is simply honest. It tells you exactly what it needs, and once you learn to read those signals, it becomes much easier to care for. In this guide, you'll go beyond basic care. You'll understand how this plant behaves, why it reacts the way it does, and how to create stable conditions so it thrives instead of just surviving. Maranta Leuconeura originates from the tropical forests of Brazil, where it grows close to the forest floor in a very specific environment. Unlike tall plants that compete for sunlight, Maranta lives in the lower layers of the rainforest, protected by dense tree canopies above. This means it rarely, if ever, experiences direct sunlight. Instead, it grows in soft, filtered light that gently reaches the ground through layers of leaves. The light is constant but never harsh, creating ideal conditions for its delicate foliage. The environment is also consistently warm and humid. Temperatures remain stable throughout the year, and humidity levels are high due to frequent rainfall and dense vegetation. The soil is rich in organic matter, created by decomposing leaves and plant debris, making it both nutrient-rich and well-aerated. When you bring Maranta into your home, you are moving it from a stable, humid, predictable ecosystem into a much drier and more variable environment. This is why it reacts so strongly to changes. Understanding its origin simplifies everything. You don't need to recreate a jungle, but you do need to imitate its key elements: soft light, steady moisture, warm temperatures, and high humidity. Once these are in place, the plant becomes far more stable and easier to manage. Watering is one of the most important, and most misunderstood, aspects of Maranta care. This plant is not drought tolerant, and it does not store water like succulents. Instead, it relies on a consistently moist environment to keep its leaves healthy and flexible. The goal is to maintain soil that is slightly moist at all times, without becoming waterlogged. During the summer, this often means watering around twice per week, but the exact frequency depends on temperature, light, and airflow in your home. In winter, once per week is usually sufficient, but you should always check the soil rather than follow a strict schedule. Letting the soil dry out completely is one of the fastest ways to stress the plant. Even a short dry period can cause leaf curling, crispy edges, and dull coloration. At the same time, overwatering can suffocate the roots and lead to root rot, which is much harder to fix. Another critical factor is water quality. Maranta is sensitive to chemicals commonly found in tap water, especially chlorine and fluoride. Over time, these can accumulate in the soil and cause brown leaf tips and general decline. Switching to filtered water, distilled water, or rainwater can make a noticeable difference. It's a simple adjustment, but one that often transforms the plant's appearance. Consistency is key. Regular, balanced watering creates stability, and stability is exactly what this plant needs. Light is one of the biggest factors that determines whether your Maranta looks vibrant or dull. In its natural habitat, it grows under layers of foliage, receiving only soft, diffused light throughout the day. At home, this translates to bright, indirect light. The plant needs enough light to maintain its patterns and support growth, but it must be protected from direct sun exposure. Strong sunlight can quickly damage the leaves. You may notice fading colors, washed out patterns, or even burn marks on the surface. Because the leaves are thin and delicate, they are particularly vulnerable to this type of damage. On the other hand, insufficient light can lead to slow growth, weak stems, and less vibrant colors. The plant may survive, but it will not thrive. A good placement is near a window with filtered light, behind a curtain, or slightly away from direct sun. East-facing windows are often ideal because they provide gentle morning light. Pay attention to how the plant responds. If the colors are fading, the light may be too strong. If growth is slow and the plant looks weak, it may need more light. Adjust gradually until you find the balance. Maranta thrives in warm, stable environments and does not tolerate sudden changes well. The ideal temperature range is between 18 and 27 degrees Celsius, which allows for steady growth and healthy leaf development. Temperatures below this range can slow down the plant's metabolism and lead to stress. You may notice drooping leaves, reduced growth, or general decline. Unlike some plants, Maranta does not adapt easily to cold conditions. Cold drafts are especially harmful. Even brief exposure to cold air from an open window or door can shock the plant. The effects may not be immediate, but within a few days, you might see damage appearing on the leaves. Heating systems can also create problems. While they keep the room warm, they often reduce humidity and create dry air, which affects the plant indirectly. The most important factor is consistency. Avoid placing the plant in areas where temperature fluctuates frequently, such as near windows, doors, radiators, or air conditioning units. A stable environment allows the plant to focus its energy on growth rather than survival. Humidity is where Maranta truly reveals its tropical nature. In its natural habitat, humidity levels are consistently high, often above 60%, and this plays a crucial role in keeping the leaves soft, flexible, and healthy. In most indoor environments, especially during colder months, humidity drops significantly. This creates a hidden stress factor that often goes unnoticed. The most common signs are brown leaf tips, curling edges, and a general loss of vibrancy. These symptoms are frequently mistaken for watering problems, but in many cases, the real issue is dry air. The most effective solution is using a humidifier, which provides consistent moisture in the air. This directly supports the plant's needs and leads to visible improvements in leaf quality. Other methods, such as grouping plants together or using a pebble tray, can help slightly, but they are usually not enough on their own. Misting is often suggested, but its effect is short-lived. It can provide temporary relief, but it does not significantly increase overall humidity. If you want your Maranta to look its best, humidity is not optional, it is essential. Soil is more than just a growing medium, it is the environment that supports the plant's entire root system. For Maranta, the soil must strike a careful balance between retaining moisture and allowing airflow. A light, airy mix works best. Combining peat or cocoa coir with perlite creates a structure that holds water while still allowing excess moisture to drain away. This prevents the soil from becoming compacted and ensures that the roots have access to oxygen. Heavy or dense soils should be avoided. They trap water and reduce airflow, increasing the risk of root rot. Even if your watering routine is correct, poor soil can create long-term problems. At the same time, soil that drains too quickly can dry out before the plant has time to absorb enough moisture, which also leads to stress. The ideal soil stays lightly moist without becoming soggy. When you water, excess water should drain out easily, but the soil should not dry immediately afterward. Maintaining this balance is one of the key factors in keeping the plant stable and healthy. Maranta does not require heavy feeding, but it does benefit from consistent, moderate nutrition during its active growing season. In spring and summer, applying a balanced liquid fertilizer every 2 to 4 weeks helps support healthy leaf growth and vibrant coloration. Because the plant is relatively sensitive, it is best to use a diluted solution, typically half the recommended strength. This reduces the risk of overfeeding and protects the roots. Overfertilizing is a common mistake. Excess nutrients can build up in the soil and cause damage, leading to brown edges, weak growth, and overall stress. During autumn and winter, growth slows down naturally. At this time, the plant requires little to no additional nutrients. Continuing to fertilize during this period can do more harm than good. The key is moderation and timing. Feed the plant when it is actively growing, and reduce or stop feeding when it enters a slower phase. One of the advantages of Maranta Leuconeura is that it is considered non-toxic to pets, making it a safer choice for households with cats and dogs. Unlike many decorative houseplants, it does not pose a serious poisoning risk if accidentally chewed. This makes it especially appealing for pet owners who want a visually striking plant without constant worry. However, non-toxic does not mean completely harmless. If a pet consumes large amounts of the plant, it can still cause mild digestive discomfort, such as vomiting or irritation. For this reason, it is still a good idea to keep the plant slightly out of reach or discourage pets from chewing on it. Overall, compared to many other popular houseplants, Maranta is a much safer and more practical option for homes with animals. One of the most fascinating aspects of Maranta is its daily movement, known as nyctinasty. During the day, the leaves spread out to capture as much light as possible. As evening approaches, they gradually lift and fold upward, creating the Purr-fect that gives the plant its name. This movement is a sign of a healthy, responsive plant. If the leaves stop moving, it may indicate stress or poor conditions. Keeping the leaves clean is also important. Dust can accumulate on the surface, blocking light and reducing the plant's ability to photosynthesize. Gently wiping the leaves with a soft, damp cloth helps maintain both function and appearance. Maranta is highly sensitive to its environment, which actually makes it a valuable indicator plant. It reacts quickly to changes, giving you early warning signs when something is off. If you pay attention to these signals and adjust accordingly, you can prevent small issues from becoming serious problems. With the right balance of light, water, and humidity, Maranta becomes one of the most rewarding houseplants you can grow. Beautiful, dynamic, and constantly alive with movement.